Here are 5 facts about garter snakes that some I didn't even know. Let's get right into it. Fact number one: garter snakes are one of the most prolific and adaptable snakes out there in the world. I mean, they are found from Canada all the way down to Central America around Costa Rica. People can find them in Florida, people can find them in California, you name it, they're everywhere. And I'm pretty sure that you, in sometime once or twice in your life, you've probably seen a garter snake as well. Comment down below if you have. There was this one time that I went all the way down to Guanajuato, Mexico, which is kind of like the central, kind of southern part of Mexico. And I remember seeing scorpions and fish and all these kinds of different animals. But the one animal that I saw the most of was garter snakes. I saw so many of them running around. And, there's so many beliefs, especially in the Hispanic community, about snakes. And there's so much misunderstandings that I was told that, if I was bitten by one, that I would actually die. But I wish I knew more about snakes when I was down there, because then that way I would have most likely picked one up. My favorite snake is the red-sided California garter snake. It is, in my opinion, the most beautiful garter snake out there. I love the reds, I love the blues. It's kind of like the Spider-Man of the snake world. Another favorite of mine is the albino garter snakes. They're kind of like king snakes in the fact that when they have that albinism in them, they kind of tend to be a yellow and purple color as they age. Fact number two: garter snakes get together for the holidays. During the winter months, they actually go into what's called brumation, which is basically a hibernation but for snakes. They have been seen to go into these burrows and dens in numbers of 30, 40, up to 50, and maybe even 60 animals at once in one area. And once the weather starts to warm up again, you start seeing all these little snakes popping out of these dens and burrows, and it just looks like the funniest thing ever. This is most often observed in Manitoba, which I believe is in Canada, where these snakes come out of these limestone burrows and dens in hundreds and hundreds. If you've seen Dave Kaufman's video in the wild where he actually films this, I think it's insane. Once they're done breeding, the females leave and the males kind of stick around for a little bit more. But after that, they all kind of just disperse and they go off, I'm assuming, to go feed. If you've ever seen the U-Haul truck that has a bunch of snakes on it, yep, those are garter snakes. Fact number three: garter snakes are considered to be rear-fanged venomous. Now, I've talked about this in my hognose snake video as well, but garter snakes are actually known to have a neurotoxin. They get their venom from the toxic animals that they eat in the wild, repurpose those toxins as venom for small mammals. Now, this venom isn't harmful to humans, but it is effective on small rodents and small amphibians and fish. They've most likely developed this strategy because they're often observed to be around wetland areas, such as lakes and ponds and everything like that. Even here in Nevada, the only time that I've seen a garter snake has always been next to a body of water. That brings me to my next point. Fact number four: garter snakes are not picky eaters at all. I mean, you can throw anything at these things and they will eat it. They'll eat rodents, they'll eat fish, they'll eat amphibians, they'll eat basically everything. Fact number five: garter snakes bear live young. This means that garter snakes don't lay eggs like most snakes do. Instead, the babies develop within the mother until they're ready and the mother gives live birth. Now, the amount of babies that they have varies. Some people that breed these garter snakes usually see anywhere from 20 to 40 snakes, but there has been accounts of people seeing as little as 4 snakes and all the way up to about 101 snakes. If you haven't already, check out my other Fact 5 videos. Hope you all have a good one. God bless.